According to a new report from the Associated Press that spoke to multiple people in Lauren Boebert's district, apparently even her most ardent supporters are ready for her to stop being, quote, nasty. And specifically what they're talking about is not, her personally being nasty. It's her rhetoric, her tone, and her actions that they feel are too nasty. One woman who spoke to the Associated Press by the name of Debbie Hartman had this to say: "Tone down the nasty rhetoric on occasion and just stick with the point at hand." Another Boebert supporter from her district said this, and this one to me is the most shocking. "She tapped into what Trump was doing, and she maybe took it too far in some instances," according to Alex Mason. So, what Mr. Mason says is, she was doing what Trump was doing. She took it too far. Everything Trump was doing, right, that was totally on the level, not out of the realm of, normalcy, but Boebert just kind of took it way, way too far. Now, if you look at Trump and you're like, yep, that's how a politician is supposed to behave. And then you look at Boebert, you're like, whoa. That's a bridge too far? Then you're not a very serious person that we should listen to for political advice. Because Lauren Boebert is nasty, as her own supporter pointed out there, but has she gone as far as Trump? Is she as bad as Donald Trump? No, not by any stretch of the imagination. She is absolutely horrible, yes, and maybe one day she'll be on her way to being as bad as Trump. But she's not there yet. I think I'm going to go ahead and actually side with Boebert on that one. She's not there yet. So calm down, Mr. Mason. She is definitely not as bad as Donald Trump. But here's what gets me about all of this. The Associated Press also spoke with Lauren Boebert, who made it clear that, I'm going to pick fewer fights, maybe with the left. But she says she's not going to change who she is. She also went as far as to say that a lot of people on the left pointed to her recent election where she only won by 547 votes in a solid Republican district. And they said as she said, a lot of those on the left have said, look at your election. Are you going to tone it down, little girl? I'm still going to be me. First of all, let's go ahead and throw that sexism out right now. You're trying to paint yourself as a victim with that statement by saying people are referring to you as little girl. That didn't happen. So let's be real clear and honest about what people have said, because I'll be open about what I've said about Lauren Boebert. And that is that she learned nothing after winning by only 547 votes in a district where she should have won by about 7%. And she won by couple hundred votes. That's not a decisive victory. That is certainly not a mandate. And while the Associated Press also spoke with people in the district who support everything Boebert does, it's clear from this last election that she is not on solid footing. Maybe she does need to tone it down. Maybe she needs to understand that the people in the district want deliverables, not just somebody who's going to go to Washington, D.C. for, as Boebert put it, the angertainment. But here's the thing. We're a week into this new Congress. Technically, we're 4 days into the new Congress because they didn't get sworn in till in the wee hours of the morning on Saturday. But you made a spectacle of yourself all last week. That wasn't made up. You did it, and you don't even know why you did it. You were interviewed multiple times. You got in a fight with Sean Hannity on live TV. But you still couldn't answer his questions about what the hell are you doing? What do you want? Who do you want to replace Kevin McCarthy? You couldn't answer that. You put up obstruction for the sake of putting up obstruction. Sided with Matt Gaetz. Ultimately, I guess you could count it as a victory for you. But it might be one of those Pyrrhic victories, right? Where you lose so much, even though you won, that you really can't count it as a victory. And I know you got the concessions, I know you got the power, but where that Pyrrhic victory comes in is when you have to go back and face your constituents again, when you're up for reelection, and explain to them what you did for them. Because as it stands right now, you have nothing on your agenda that would benefit those people in your district who are tired of your nastiness and just want you to do something, anything, to make their lives better. You don't have a plan for that, but you better come up with an answer for it.
Hi, everyone. This here is little Athena. And Athena would like to know why you haven't subscribed to Fair and Balanced yet. So please, don't let Athena down. Subscribe today.